Content warning. The following podcast contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to Shower Thoughts. I'm Mashaeyla, and this is normally where you would hear, I'm Kobe. However, Kobe is on a hiatus. I also want to, no, they're just doing a solo sesh today. Solo sesh Sunday number 1. So you'll get to hear me this Sunday. Maybe next Sunday you'll hear Kobe. I can't talk. Or, maybe you won't. We'll see. He's currently in quarantine right now. He's quarantining. Him and Keaton have decided that they wanted COVID. So, that's where we've been. I've been avoiding them completely because I don't want COVID. I think I'm immune to COVID. That's a different story. I don't really feel like getting into politics today. So, anyways, how's everyone's week? Everyone have a good week? It was a very short week for me. Well, it was a long week, but it was a short week. I went back to work. That was fun. Last Sunday, I sat in my bed and rotted because I was so anxious about going back to work. But it was fine. I miss my kids, miss the families, miss my staff. They brought me flowers. It was really cute. But yeah, I think, we're back to normal. By Wednesday, I was ready to go back on leave. No, I'm kidding. I can't go back on leave. I will literally lose my goddamn mind if I'm home. But yeah, so here we are, back to our regularly scheduled programming. I hope everyone had a good week. I woke up this morning 15 minutes before I was supposed to be somewhere because of this goddamn time change. Okay, so I'm from California, as I mention all the time because, elitist over here. And we voted to not do this time change thing anymore. And I thought the people of Oregon would catch on, but I guess not. So we're still springing forward and falling back. Yeah. So normally I get up at 7:30 by myself, but this morning I woke up at 9:45, which still an hour later than I normally do, but still, I was like, oh, it's bright outside. The day is almost over. Cool. And that means it's going to be light until 7:30 tonight, which I am not looking forward to. I like the darkness. I like when it's dark. Andrew would agree, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, sick of the time change. I would like for it to disappear forever. I think the history of time change, which, okay, I could totally be wrong and totally talking out my ass on this one, but I think it was created like daylight savings time so that like farmers could get more work done during the day, maybe? Who knows? But, now, yes, we still have farmers, but now we have, like, technology, like lights and things that we can use to light up the world. So we don't really need the sunshine anymore just to do things. We figured that part out. So if we could stop with the springing forward and the falling back, that would be nice. Thank you. That's my rant. Anyways, Bachelor. I'm going to do a Bachelor update without Kobe, even though he is, he's the person that loves The Bachelor the most. We talk about how hot Joey is all the time. If you don't have gay friends, you really need to get some. Like, they are, like, the superior friend because it's like having girlfriends, but they don't get periods. It's, like, literally wonderful. Sorry, that's a hot take because now I'm talking about menstruating and everyone's going to be like, you're not a feminist. You hate women. Well, guess what? I hate myself too when I am a woman. So it is what it is. Anywho. So, batch update. Maria got sent home. Fucking Maria. Like, I thought she was going to be endgame. Honestly, I know I've been Daisy this whole time. But how he, like, spoke about her and how he talked about her, I was like, oh, he's Maria all the way. It's going to be Maria. They're going to live a miserable life. They'll do a divorce in less than 5 years. But no, he sent her home, which, honestly, and she thinks it's because, I didn't tell him how I felt in time. And it's like, I think it's because she's going to be the next Bachelorette. I think she's the most problematic. And the network was like, listen, Joey, you might be in love with her, but we actually need her to fall in love with somebody else. So you're going to have to dump her. That's what I think. But who knows? Daisy's episode was really cute. I liked how her hometown was really cute because her dad in I don't know if you watched it or not, but if you didn't watch it, so Daisy's deaf in one ear. She got really sick a few years ago and like lost her hearing. And her dad and her joke about, well, Daisy, if he doesn't pick you, like, what's the worst that can happen? You're gonna lose your hearing? Like, so I thought that was pretty funny. I really enjoyed that. I was like, okay, those are my people. I can see me hanging out with them. I thought it was funny. I fell asleep during Kelsey T's hometown because, she's like, I just thought she was boring, like, honestly. But Rachel's hometown, that was an interesting one because, like, her family is from Hawaii, and so you got to see, like, their traditions, and honestly, like, I think Joey felt, like, farther in love with Rachel this episode, so she could be endgame too. Like, it's Rachel, Daisy, and Kelsey left, and, like, I thought Rachel was going to go home a long time ago, so the fact that he kept her around, like, I think he actually likes her. Plus, her family loved him. Like, all the other families were like, oh, we're hesitant. And her family was like, come, eat the pig. Show us you love our daughter. So, Keaton's laughing at me right now because he doesn't understand. So, in Hawaii culture, when they're, like, marrying off their daughter, they have the man who wants to marry her has to eat a pig ear to show his, like a cooked pig ear, like, to show his, like, dedication. So, Joey eats the pig ear. I don't know. I thought that was something. But, yeah. So, that's The Bachelor. I'm excited for this week's episode to see who's going to go. Well, I don't know what this one is because the overnights are the final two. I don't know what happens when there's 3 left. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe they're just going to go back to the mansion because they've been traveling in every episode. So anyways, yeah, that's my Bachelor update. My prediction, I don't have one. I don't have a prediction. I think he could end up with Rachel or Kelsey or Daisy. We'll see. Honestly, I was so sure about Daisy. And Kelsey T is so boring to me. Like, she's pretty. She just is, kind of a horse girl. And I just don't think Joey's a horse boy. No, he's a hiker, outdoorsy, but not a horse boy. He's not a cowboy. I love Joey. And he always says the right things too, which pisses me off because I'm like, you were written by a woman. Like, how do you always say the right things? I don't know. Anyways, we can move on from this. I started watching, so all my shows are like on a hiatus right now. I think Grey's comes back this week or next week or sometime this month. I don't know, but all my shows are on a hiatus right now. I'm out of shows, so I started watching The Good Doctor. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's about a doctor who is autistic and, like, talks about his struggles and, like, really cool freaking show. I thought I was like, oh, I'll watch it. It'll be good. But now I'm on season 2 and I'm hooked. Like, I just can't think about anything but The Good Doctor. And I started kind of talking like him. And I'm like, oh my God, Mashaeyla, this is really ridiculous. You need to stop. Get a grip on yourself. But even Andrew's kind of into it, which is interesting. I'm like, hey, Andrew, do you see his little tics that he's doing? Are you catching on? Like, do you think you're like him? No? Maybe? Who knows? Anyways, people who know my husband, you get it. If you don't know my husband, well, you don't get it. But it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, no, it's a cute show. It's kind of like Grey's Anatomy. They have, like, this, like, very similar, like, love stories and hookups in the on-call rooms and all the things. But, Grey's is, like, obviously better. It is the show. But I don't know. It's a good one. I never thought I'd like another doctor show, but I think of the whole autism fact. I think I'm going to, after this, watch Love on the Spectrum, because I'm kind of into, like, autistic shows right now. I think they're kind of, like, was going to say we're in our autism era, but I don't think that's the right thing to say. I don't think it's an era. I think it's actually a lifestyle. Anyways, I'm going to get canceled on my solo session. So, yeah. This is what happens when you hit your dab pen before you start your solo session. You're a little unhinged, and it's okay. Anyways, what else happened this week? Oh, I started drinking juice. That's something. I don't know if you guys have heard of Pressed Juicery. Please sponsor me. Really good. Blood orange kumquat, the best. And I've been doing these immunity shots every morning because I haven't been around people, and now I'm like in the public again and like around all these germs, so I'm trying not to get sick. And I get sick really easily. And so these like little immunity shots, they have like ginger and lemon and turmeric, and they fucking burn. They burn when they go down. Like, and it's not towards the, it's like towards the end when it burns too. Like, you're like, oh, I can do this. And by halfway through, you're regretting every life decision you ever made. And it's just like a little shot. It's only like what? I don't know. A shot's like an ounce. It's not very much. But, so I've been doing those. And, yeah, working on my insides as well as my outsides. Also, I learned this week that I cannot control my emotions on my face. I went 3 months without being around people, so I got to just freely have every facial expression and not have to care. I now have to watch my face. Lindy decided we were having a conversation, and apparently I look fucking pissed the whole time, and she's like, your face, watch your face. And I'm like, oh my God, people can see me now. Like, people see me all the time. So I have to watch my face. Yeah, that's been fun. Another funny thing that I've noticed is tacky people on the internet. And okay, listen, I'm not the most tactful person. If you've met my mother, Marina likes to tell us that we are... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it can be a shorter episode. That's fine. Marina likes to tell everyone that we are middle-class white trash, which I think is a great thing. But, like, you know, you have to hold yourself with certain tact. Like, there are things you do and things you don't do. Like, you know, if you're going to call someone a cunt, you don't do it to their face unless they really deserve it. Or if you're going to talk badly about somebody, make sure they've left the room completely. Those are things that I've learned. Or at least check your surroundings to see who's listening, because everyone's listening all the time. But somebody posted something on Instagram this like past week, and it was like, they're a business owner, and like they were like, you know, I'm a small town business owner, and people come to me and ask for donations, but then complain about the price of my products. And which is, I mean, totally valid. Like, yes, like people don't want to shop local, they want to shop on Amazon. And her thing was, well, if, you know, next time you want to ask for donations, see if Temu will help you. You know, go to Temu if you want cheap items and you think they're going to donate to your like local cause, which she's totally right. But then she goes on like later on in the week to post like different letters she's receiving. And she's like, guess how many donation letters I got today? And I just think like, especially as a small town business owner, like, first of all, let's not shame people for, you know, asking for donations. It's a small town. Your business, your family business, the family business that you didn't even open, you were just handed it, makes millions of dollars a year. You have plenty of money to give back to the freaking community, whether, you know, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, let's, you know, stop and think about things before we post them on the internet, because, you know, you're sitting here complaining about, you know, my family has to give more money, but your family lives in the gated community on the hill. And I just think that you need to be careful about what you say and how you say it. Now, if your family was like struggling and like, you know, I'm not saying it's bad that they're, you know, doing well. I'm really happy they're doing well, but like there's doing well and then there's helping those less fortunate while you're also doing well. Like you can feed yourself and feed someone else too. Like, you know, let's not kick dirt on the hungry. But anyways, other tacky things on the internet. I don't know what it is about like this next generation of children, people, places, things, nouns, adjectives, that think it's okay to post themselves crying on the internet. Like, they just, like, I literally see people bawling. And, like, I did one time. I posted a picture of me crying after James Kennedy on Vanderpump Rules got his dog back, because that broke my fucking heart. Like, they took his dog, well, Raquel or Rachel, or whatever the fuck her name is, took the dog from him, broke up with him, and was like, you can never see your dog again. But then she goes into treatment, and the dog gets put in foster care, and the dog ends up back with him. That is a full love story right there. That would make anyone cry. And so I was like, the feeling when James Kennedy gets his dog back. But people who like cry on the internet and post like, oh, I can't afford my bills and blah, 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 and are like literally crying on TikTok. Like, I get it, but like, not the place, dude. If you know what you should do if you can't afford your bills and you want to cry on the internet, you should start an OnlyFans and make people subscribe to watch you cry on the internet. That's what I think. I think, because think about it. You're getting money, right? People are, paying to watch you cry. It's a win-win. I think it's a win-win. Maybe it's not a win-win. Maybe I am just so out of touch with this generation in reality. And your, straight-legged pants. Who wears straight-legged jeans? Straight-legged, high-waisted jeans. Skinny jeans. About skinny jeans and leggings. I just can't. I can't do it. And also these like, okay, another hot take I have here for the Gen Zers. Why are all your shoes platforms? All of them. Like, they look like if you rolled your ankle wrong, your foot would snap off. This lady at Dutch Bros the other day was wearing like those cute little low Ugg boots. Super cute, but like half the shoe was the wedge. And I was like, girl, first of all, that doesn't look comfortable. Doesn't look comfortable at all. Second of all, I just don't think they look good. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like platforms, I think they belong in the 80s. I don't think every trend has to come back. I think some trends should die after they're done. And I think that's one of them. Like crying on the internet. I hope that trend dies really fast. I really hope. Yeah, what other tacky things? If people do a lot of tacky shit on the internet, I'm just trying to think about what, I really should just scroll through my text message with Chase, because we complain about people all day long. That's like what our text, actually, let me see this. Let me grab my phone here. Text with Chase. Let's find Chase. Good old Chase. Well, first of all, he sends me a picture of a charcuterie board he made yesterday and said lunch party of one. That was funny. I was like, oh, Chase. Oh, this is what he wants me to talk about. Got it. So 11 years ago on March 8th, which was, I think, Friday. Yeah, Friday. Apparently I was at Tony's 24-hour restaurant in Humboldt with Chase and Drew. And I tagged us there and I said, Friday nights and the lights are low, with like lots of W's, because that's not cringy at all. And Chase texts me, he screenshots it and goes, podcast title, Friday nights and the lights are low. Go on and talk about small town life. Talk about small town life and the low expectations. So that might be an upcoming segment that Kobe and I talk about, because I think I'm from a small town, but Kobe lived in like a town that could fit in a cardboard box. Like, Halsey is a tiny ass town. Or Brownsville. See, I don't even know which town it was, because they're so small, they're irrelevant. Anyways, I'm sure him and Keaton are listening to this right now, and I'm sure Kobe's going, bitch, fucking bitch. I can hear his voice in my head. I need them to stop having COVID so I can see them again, because I already didn't see them because they ditched me last weekend to play games with their friend Lizzie, and then they get COVID. So I'm going to call that karma, and I hope you both feel better. Anyways, this is my first solo Sunday sesh. Hope you enjoyed it. If we want more of these, let me know. If we don't and tell me to shut the fuck up, I will happily do so. Anyways, happy Sunday. Let's hope for a good week, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.